Hi everyone. Hello, welcome to the show. I've decided to start the show early today because I'm in a kind of shock over here. The Sims have come. He's turned on the TV and started laughing within 30 seconds. What could be that funny within 30 seconds? Ridiculous. Hello. Sorry. That was a quick start. But I just couldn't believe I was dumbfounded. How can you live such a happy life? I'm so mean. How can you be this happy? You live in 2023. It's not right. God, it's like people that go to sleep instantly. So, hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have come back from work. So I feel it's either or with this show. It's either I've been at home all day and I'm so bored that I'm ready to talk, or I've gone to work and now I feel so flustered that I've had to put everything together and then I'm like, guys, everyone, it's show day. So welcome everybody. I hope you're having as fun a life as the Sims are, laughing every 10 seconds. Like, it just reminds me of that bit in the Matrix, like ignorance is bliss. Maybe just there's a simplistic life of happiness, and maybe we could all take a lesson from that. Well, welcome. Sorry to start the show with a rant, but I was in shock, and you guys were there, and I had to share it with you. Plus, it's been a traumatic set of events that have followed myself coming home. First, the Sims obviously chuckling within 10 seconds of watching the TV. Also, I literally just found a dead spider, like a proper corpse, next to my desk, all like this. That's gross. Why? How long was that been there for? Disgusting. I cleaned my flat. And also, I don't like the idea of thinking of that thing running about with me. We were like rolling together for a bit in this flat. Me and this spider. I don't know when he was out. I guess he was my flatmate for a bit. Weird. I don't know. I don't like thinking about it. I'm glad it's dead. It's now residing in my bin. Blah. Yes, better than a live spider. Okay, should we? Let us come. Namaste. People that fall asleep instantly are species of their own. I am envious. We are all envious. How do I say your name? Exercise? Exercise! As in exercise? There we go. Well, hello. Welcome to this show 156. I am Lucy. Who are you? Say hi and let me know. What's your name and where are you from, caller? We got Jazz D saying hello with 3 cool faces. Cool for you too. We got Cursed Soul 666, my Antichrist girlfriend. So, that's not their full name. Says yo with a slight smile face. I believe it's called in Slack. Tara saying hi Lucy with a big smile. Follow the spiders. Why couldn't it be follow the butterflies? We have GTA player saying hello Lucy. Hello, it's good to see you. Lucy as a therapist. How can you be so happy? How could you be any happier? I don't know. What is the funniest thing you could ever watch? Like legitimately. I did watch something quite funny actually. I watched people auditioning. It was quite a while ago. People auditioning for karate movies, but they were like legit. They thought they could actually do karate or martial arts. That was legitimately quite funny. But it's like, I guess, I don't know, you just turn on YouTube and just, I don't know, watch You've Been Framed, I suppose. You've got a quick laugh, if that's your jam. KRP TV says, evening Lucy. Oh, that's a good smile. I like that one. There you go. There's the 3 of those. We've got Jane saying hi Lucy. Hello there. We have Tasha saying hi everyone. Speaking of Tasha segue, those of you who are excited fans, Tasha content will be on the show today. She will feature in Clip of the Week. Thank you, Tasha. Stay tuned for Clip of the Week with Tasha. I can't remember what the Tasha fans were called, but it's been a while since Tasha has been on the throw. The thought of annoying his neighbour below must make it. No, Daniel. No, God, no. Maybe yes, there is nothing funny. Like how sometimes, hi Rich Gamer, hello everyone. Like how sometimes if I get annoyed at that, I haven't done this in a while to be fair. When I get annoyed at The Sims, I just pretend to be on the phone. I'm like, yeah, hi, yeah, I'd like to, and I just have really loud conversations with myself on the phone. It makes me feel better. I don't know why. That's just how I roll. Oh, my name's a twist on the word exercise. The one thing in life I don't do. Well, I do some walking, so you know that's what I've got to in life. Right, we got Unit E54 saying hi. I'm from Virginia in the USA. How's Virginia treating you this evening or morning or afternoon as it may be for you? Justin Bird says hello from Canada. How are you? Much better. All the better for seeing you, as the wolf said to Little Red Riding Hood. Been a while since I've read that story, but still in the old noggin. Glenn Miller says, hi, Lucy. Hi, Glenn Miller. Hey, Nathan Joseph says, hey, haven't called on the show in a while. Well, welcome to 156. Today, I hope brings you well. Sure, it was a spider. Spiders don't shed skins. It was gross. If you want to see the gross spider on my floor, you can check out my Instagram. Cheap plug for spider content. That scene in Harry Potter gave me nightmares. Well, you shouldn't then go to the Harry Potter studios where the spider's there. I did do a clip of the week when I went to the Harry Potter studios. So, hi, says M. Hello, hello, hello. Summer Sermon says, hola, hola. Welcome. So, today's poll, we are looking at classic board games because Tasha, who features in Clip of the Week, has bought a bunch of board games. So, the poll options are, which is best classic board game? Game of Life, Guess Who? Why did I put the Game of Life twice? Am I having a midlife crisis? Sorry, we're going to have to start the poll again. Thank you for all 41 of you that voted. No, don't say that, because it wasn't a good spider, but it was one with very delicate skin. No. Does that mean we're still living together? I don't want to live together. Right, I'm ending the poll because I realise that I've been a dummy. Poll disclosed or unended. Right, start the poll. Start the poll. I meant to say Cluedo. I like Cluedo. Right, we're starting again. Which is best classic board game? Is it, well, we know what's going to happen. Monopoly is going to run away with it again, which rightly so. Monopoly is, the board game of board games. If you're not bored playing it, you will be soon. Cluedo. Now I've got to do the thing. Yamato says, hi, Ludi. Hi, Yamato Reborn. Hopefully I've said your name right. I'm just redoing the poll because I did it wrong. The Game of Life. And what's another classic board game? I had them all written down here. Oh, Guess Who. Guess Who's a bit naff, to be honest. I mean, I'm not going to skew the poll, but you end up just asking the same questions over and over again. Like, it's fun at first. Right, ask the community. The community has been asked. We will find out. Please vote. Once more. Trivial Pursuit. Does that count as a board game? I suppose. But I see a board game that you have to move pieces around a board or something has to be happening, not just questions being answered. Ian Crawley. Is it Crowley, actually? Hi, Ian. How's it going? Hope you are having a lovely Thursday. Spiders grow by shed. No, please stop with the spider content. No, I also don't like how it was here next to me. Maybe it was a big fan of the show. I don't know. My favourite board game is checkers. Oh yeah, Cluedo for those of you in the US is Clue. But I like saying Cluedo. But no one would play Cluedo with me at home. Frustration is top tier board game. Well, you'll enjoy Clip of the Week. You move pieces of Trivial Pursuits as chicken or stick. You got me. Snakes and ladders. Well, the thing is, you can only have four options on the poll, sadly. So those were the ones that I chose. Thought the second was the actual Game of Life. Thought you were being psychological. Oh, I see. So the Game of Life or the Game of Life. No, obscurity. It's almost the mate. Look, we had a spider problem last year. The spider hole in my bathroom has not been plugged. So. But I hadn't seen any spiders in a while come out of the spider hole. But I guess they have been coming out of the spider hole without me knowing. So that is great. We do not like that. Everyone eats spiders. No, this is wrong. If look, think about this. I had a fly into my face today and I thought to myself, what was happening in that fly's head? Why did it not see me coming? What was it doing? Was it thinking about something else or did it was it looking at something else? What does a fly have to think about other than flying? Like when I bump into somebody else, it's because I'm on my phone. But what's a fly doing? Looking at another girl fly? Getting distracted by, I don't know, thinking about whether it did well in its job today? Watch where you're going, flies, all right? I'm walking here. Anyway, what if I was a spider and I see this, the last thing I want to do is crawl inside. Like, why would I want to do that? Do I not have any brains? Although, is my brain equivalent to my size? Yes. I can confirm. Well, hang on now. Flies have too short a life to do something like think. What's going on? No. Oh, September is spider season, trademark. What about, what's the other? I thought September was, what are these guys? Oh, am I going to play Lucy now? These ones. Lucy now mimes the insects. Oh, I can fly, but I can't. Oh, there I was. Whoa. Oh, now I'm over here. Oh, look at me. I'm unstable on my feet. Ah. Daddy Longlegs. I thought September was Daddy Longlegs season. You've got it. Yeah, cranefly. All right, let's. What's the other? What's another insect? No, a moth is That's a moth. Okay, they just sit there forever until they're activated. Or a crane fly, as people call it. Yes, don't visit Australia. Exactly. No, I don't like moths either. Isn't it weird though? I don't like moths, but butterflies are okay. But I suppose it's because butterflies don't come into your home. Perfect name for a moth. Moth you. Okay, what's another one? Another insect that's really... I have some gross insects that sometimes come out of my window. That's not cool. I've never seen anyone impersonate a moth before. Well, you have now. I used to hate... We used to go on holiday back in the day. We never went on abroad holidays when I was a kid. We had to go to England holidays. So it would always be some middle of nowhere piece of trash golf club. Actually, I feel like I'm harshly rating this. But it would be a golf club in the middle of nowhere, like Cornwall or Dorset or Norfolk. And then there's never any lights in these places. So you would come home after the pub, because my mum would take us all to the pub in the evening. We'd trudge home at like 11 p.m. at night. And lo and behold, you would switch the light on to go into the house, and all the moths would be like, they'd all like pile in. You're like, no, get them out, get them out. I hated that so much. It was the worst. Butterflies have pretty privilege. That is true. Okay, I'll be a butterfly now. Oh, disconnected while we try and reconnect. No data. Uh-oh. We're just going to have to do this. We'll data it back up. Successfully reconnected. Were we on that whole time? I know what happened. Me being a butterfly, I hit the internet. Anyway, I'm back now. Thank you for letting me know. I did hit the internet while being a butterfly. You froze as a butterfly. But was I dancing or was I being happy? Well, there's a moment to cherish forever on the show. Maybe I should stop pretending to be insects. All right, so what we've got coming up on the show today? We, of course, have the highlights and lowlights of the week. We have a clip of the week. We're going to discuss my continuous journeys and perils to platinuming Resident Evil 4. And then, of course, we will discuss Gamescom. And then, please don't let me forget, I do have Joke of the Week to end the stream. So if you could remind me, because you all want to laugh, don't you? You want to belly laugh like The Sims. You want to do that. So remind me at the end. What's my favourite snack? Popcorn. Popcorn's my favourite snack. Lucy's butterfly impression was too intense. Too intense. You can't hold me down, all right? I can audition for live action A Bug's Life. Who would I be? Who would I be if I could be in... I kind of want to be Flick, but not because I want to be the main character, just because I think he's the coolest. But I suppose I could be... PT Flea. Hey, come on! Because he was like, getting everyone together. But what am I drinking today? Everyone, I'm being kind to my teeth. And I think I have overloaded in sugar. Also, I have a mouth ulcer, so I'm going to try and just drink squash. I have squash today. It's summer fruits, because summer is dwindling. So I kind of wish I'd bought peach now, but that's what I'm drinking. Little anticlimactic. But word on the street is we will be getting a new shipment from the official, unofficial drinks benefactor. Thank you. Shout out to you for supplying weird and wonderful drinks from across the pond for us all to try and be amused by. Hey, guess what, everyone? I've got a Pepsi Girl update for you. Pepsi Girl said that next time she goes to Australia, she'd get me a drink because Pepsi Girl thinks that my show is about me reviewing drinks. I don't have the heart to tell her that I talk about her on the show and talk about video games. So we may get an Australian drink at some point. More squirting coming. I don't know if the drinks benefactor... Well, the drinks benefactor must watch the show, I guess. But I will say the drinks benefactor didn't think that the squirt was... Like, when I asked them about it, they didn't think about all your dirty minds out there. So we'll see. I don't know if there is any more squirt. We'll find out. Thank you. I am indeed... That looks like the Cookie Monster. I am indeed from England. I don't know where this voice is from. Okay, so you have to invite Pepsi Girl. Okay, here's the real situation, everybody. How do I tell Pepsi Girl that she's somewhat semi-famous? And she doesn't even know it. It would be bizarre. I mean, she said that she might bring some Vegemite, so I might ask her if she wants to be filmed for the Vegemite segment. But I feel bad. I feel bad using Pepsi Girl's likeness and image on my show without her knowing. It feels wrong to me. But I feel like we can just talk about her. Then the mystery is gone. The mystery's gone. Yes, it would be. It'd be a very confusing conversation. I wouldn't even be able to clip together all the bits that I've talked about Pepsi. It'd be a too long a video. Right, so let's get cracking because let's go to the highlights and lowlights of the week. I don't think I have any housekeeping to get to, do I? We finished the Bioshock. Yes! That happened last week, everybody. So thank you, everybody, who tuned in to the Bioshock stream and watched me count endlessly collectibles and finally find that last collectible. That would be Pepsi Girl would be a girl with a large Pepsi can for her head. Yeah, imagine if she was. I'd be like some kind of Mighty Boosh weird thing. Like I talk about Pepsi Girl and she is literally a girl of Pepsi. But yeah, thank you everyone who tuned in for that and watched what I could only say was a painful experience for me anyway. So I think it's very kind that you all watched. Let's take a look, everyone. For those of you that weren't on the stream, these were the scrawlings of madness. Oh, the sound of madness wrote the book on pain, but some here, I can't remember how that song goes. Well, I get it, you're an outcast. You're da-da-da-da-da-da. No one owes you anything. So I thought I had it all down. I wrote down all of the collectibles that I thought I was missing, and then it turns out I was missing different ones. So as you can see here, I'm like trying to calculate which ones I have from each of these chapters. I'm then doing extra maths on the side here. I'm crossing things off. I'm ticking things here, there, and everywhere. More maths happening on this other side. Literally insane. Insane. So glad we finally got that out the way. Next up, going back to work on Resident Evil 4, which we'll talk about later on in the show. So hit me with your highlights and lows. Hit me with your rhythm stick. All right, my first one is that I do have a mouth ulcer, which is making talking and expressions very... I've had a mouth ulcer since I was like, I don't know, 20 or something. This is awful. It's right up there. And I don't know what causes a mouth ulcer, but it's painful. I can't even smile. It hurts. Oh, that hurts even more. I can't do duck face. No duck face. Love the fact that you were calling Fontaine Fortaine. Is his name not Fortaine? I thought he was. I thought he liked playing Fortnite. My hip was hurting a lot as well, but I feel like my hip's okay. I said na 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 woo na 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 na. I shouldn't really dance on the internet. That's a bit weird. Although some people do dance on the internet. But I'm feeling happy that my hip was in so much pain, man. God. Old age, it'll creep up on you. I feel like you just have to have pain and it just moves within you. So now the pain has moved from my hip to my mouth. That's I remember someone at work once told me, Lucy, when you get to 30, you'll wake up and things hurt. And I was like, no! Well, there you go. That's to look forward to. You know what song that is. I said, I have it to the heaven, I said, I don't actually know the words. We had to jump on the table and sing that in history. Don't ask me why. A mouth ulcer, either bit or a little run down. Maybe I am a little run down. It's been a busy week. My other low of the week, everyone, is like, I'm telling you, I know I say it all the time, but I was busy. Maybe I'm one of those fake busy people. Maybe I'm someone who feels like I'm busy when I'm not busy. But I'm telling you, this week was busy. B to the E to the Z. That's not how you spell busy, but that's how I spell it in my world. So I told you last week I had a work experience person in, and that was fun. That was really cool. And it was a good test. Like, she was really good, and I hope that I did well. I didn't want to just sit her in because I started as a work experience person and people actually got me to do real jobs. So it was like fun trying to like think up of tasks to do, but to be like, you know, oh, here's some work to do. Because this person was again, they were doing their masters. So they're not like at school, they were at uni. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't like, oh, here, sit with the coloring pencils. I wanted to give them actual work so they get a real life hands on. So it was like a test of like, okay, I need to organize someone else's time of work and make sure I'm checking in, but also doing my work. And then we had super long days and super long meetings. So it was a lot. I have been at work many hours this week. And then there was big drinks yesterday, but I had to ghost everybody. I know, boo. I know ghosting is frowned upon, but I just felt too knackered. So maybe I am a little run down because I just had to I had to piece out of the big drinks. So yeah, it's been a full on week. Lots of things going on, lots of wheels turning, getting up and having to. That's the other thing is I had to so because we could do flexible working. Because I had to be in to chaperone this person around the building, it meant that I had to be in on time. So I had to be up and out of the house, when sometimes what I would do is I would work from home a bit in the morning just to get my emails done and any other admin, and then go to the office as a bit more slack, or come home early to take meetings in the evening. But I couldn't do that because I felt I can't be peace out, I'm going home now, it's 2:00. That's out of order. So it's been full on. So yeah, that's my lowlights of the week. I've told you on the internet. All right, let's read some of your things, yay or nay, and all things in between. Daniel Shirley says highlight Mortal Shell Platinum, which I had been fearing attempting for quite a while. Well, congratulations! We love a shiny. I don't know what that game is, which is why I read it really slowly. Supper Salmon says climbed a mountain. That's pretty epic. Congrats. Love that. KRP TV says, I've been on holiday to both, how do I say this? Llandudno and Yorkshire all week. Lowlights, we're back home now. Because there ain't no cure for the holiday blues. That's not how the song goes, I am aware. Germeister 91 says, Lola, injured my thumb with an electric chainsaw requiring stitches. Well, I hope you're well. I hope it's okay. Get the stitches removed tomorrow. Oh, thank God. I love when the highlight and the low light resolves itself in the same story. I don't read the whole comment before I start reading it. So, whew. Jousty said, Lola, I had to lift a lot of things at work yesterday, and now my back is killing me. Damn, yeah, you don't want any of the vital areas to be in pain. If my little finger hurt, that would be annoying, but I guess it doesn't really do a lot. But when your hip and your back hurts, you're done, because that's pretty much, that uses a lot of stuff. Do you use every page of your notebook or just open it so notes go all over the place? Oh, this is a very interesting question. So in my trophy logbook, I like to do it in order. But in other notebooks, I just open it randomly and just write in it. I find life's more exciting that way. Nathan Joseph says, Lola, need to record a video for a job I really want, but can't bring myself to do it. Nathan, you got this, my friend, okay? It's rough. Trust from someone who's had to record themselves on the internet. It was bad back in the day. But what you could do, the first take will be great. You just got to get used to it, all right? Put the camera on and just do 1, do 2, do 3, do 4, do 5. Do as many as you need to just to get used to it. And if you don't like it, come back another day and do it. Because if it's a job you really want, do it. Live your dreams. Let's see. Oh, I've skipped too low. Did the workers' experience know they were in the presence of No. I try not to tell people at work because then it's quite embarrassing. Then they start looking me up and they're like, you're an idiot. You're supposed to be teaching me how to work. Dusty says, highlight, enjoying playing Deus Ex Machina? No, yeah, Deus Ex Mankind Divided for the backlog bingo and the Plat and the Bioshock string. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that, and good luck with your bingo. Yes, Bioshock was also on my bingo card. I need to cross that off. Okay, Chris J says, Lowline, nerve damage in my left foot. Got one heck of a limp at the moment. Damn, how did that happen? Well, I hope that improves and you're able to get back to being stable again. Highlight, did a deep clean in my bathroom, which felt nice. Adulting right there. Yeah, nothing like a deep clean. You know my stories about cleaning the bathroom. It's awful. I wish my bathroom wasn't so light. My bathroom, as we said, just started off grubby, and that's just like... When I get a bathroom of my very own... I was thinking about redoing the bathroom. We all know about Bamboo Jungle Bathroom. But I'm like, I'm going to wait till the next place I live in now. It's too late. It's too late to revamp the bathroom. I just don't care. Let's have a look. This is not a low light. Your son is home, wants to play Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is great. Get on that. Lights, camera, action. That's Studiopolis, which is a great zone, by the way. Let's see. GTA player says, highlight, I got plans for the Plats for the Uncharted trilogy. Nice. Da, 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 da. Congrats. I'm glad. Those are great games. I love hearing that people are still playing the Uncharted games. That makes my heart very happy to hear. Let's see. Ooh, Lucy, I got the Wolfenstein 2 plat 2 nights ago. Lost a little sanity to me. How do you say this? Meme LeBlanc run, but worth it. Congrats, that's a big one. Big shiny there. We love a big shiny. Hi Lucy, my Lola is too damn hot this week. Yeah, it has been pretty warm over here in the UK as well, but not as warm as it was last year. So we can all, I mean, it's been a bit rainy and miserable as well, but I'll take it. I'll take this over having to sit here with the curtains closed, with the window shut, in the darkness, eating ice cream like some kind of like hermit fiend of just like, because it was too hot to do anything. Gross. Whoa, I walk at least 30k steps at work, so it's just a case of too much pressure on the feet. Damn, I do a lot of walking. I was wondering if that's what did my hip in. My hip pain. Oh no. Oh, is it me bling? Me leblen? I don't know. What's my highlight of the week? What happened? Oh, I got a platinum highlight, everyone, of course. Getting the Bioshock shiny. Yay! I like when I can contribute to the shiny highlights. My other highlight is I went to a wedding party and it was very nice. I thought that it was just... so I didn't have to even go to the wedding bit. I just had to go to the after party, and it was at Greenwich, which was really nice, on the river. So I was like, oh, this is such a nice location. And then they had that, and it was just nice. They had nice food. It was nice to see them. And I also met some other people because it was a work person. So I met some other people from work that I didn't see too often. So that was cool. And yeah, I thought that was a nice evening. And I thought it was cool. They had a good, so I'm going to a lot of weddings recently. It's because of my age, I guess. You may be, when you hit 30, you may also go to a lot of weddings. So now it's quite interesting to like tot up in my mind all the things that are happening in these weddings. Like, what did I like from this one? What did I like from that one? What was cool? This one. Now, I don't know. God, I'm on wedding talk now. But this is the thing. They had like a fun first dance, which I was like, because I feel like every wedding I go to, no one likes the first dance. Everyone's like it's awkward, all right? In fact, if I ever get married, maybe I'll just hide under the invisibility cloak and be like, don't look at me. Nobody look at me. It'd just be too embarrassing. It's like, no one wants to do that. So why is it a rule that we have to do? But anyway, they had a fun one because they were doing they had an upbeat song and they were kind of just making it like a fun thing. They were just, I was a different person, yeah, turn my world around. But I was like, this is great. Normally it's some soppy shit that you have to listen to, and it's like, and also after a while everyone was like, come on, get in the dance floor, and I'm like, this is when I sit down because Lucy don't dance. My hips might hurt, but I don't dance. When did I turn 30? Like 2 years ago. Oh my God, I keep thinking I'm 31. Agadoo, can you imagine doing Agadoo at your wedding? Well, how does it go? Agadoo, push pineapple, shake the tree. Agadoo, and maybe the birdie song. I'm sure people have done that. That probably is happening. But yes, you would I don't dance. All right? Whatever you saw was not dancing. All right? I don't get up on the dance floor. I sit firmly down. Okay? Our wedding party school receptions in Britain. Yeah, I suppose we did go to the reception, I guess. Yeah, I guess it was the reception. I'm trying to write how to pronounce mine. Miley Blaine. Like Miley Cyrus, I guess. Can confirm after 30 it's all downhill. We're like 28, you feel cracks, 30 you start falling apart, energy starts fleeting. No! Awful. I'm 37, I've not been to one. Well, I've been to some family weddings, but never been to a friend's wedding. Damn. Yeah, so it's interesting to see how different people do different stuff. I want a banging cake though. Some of these cakes, they're like, that's their craftsmanship happening in these cakes. But they never taste very good. That's the other thing. But they look amazing. So, right, what is I think that's my main highlight. Not really, that's what I'm saying. Not much happened this week other than just, as I said, being busy at work and not having much time to do anything. I've been trying to play Resident Evil 4 in the brief moments that I have, but now everyone's saying how old they are. How lovely. Right, so any last call for any highlights and lowlights of the week? But you do dance. You dance while singing. Okay, well, maybe. But I think it's different when you're on a dance floor. There's a difference. All right. Also, I'm not really dancing I'm just mucking about. I will tell you though, I've got some highlights coming up this weekend. Big weekend. Got some big things coming. Got some serious business. On Friday, I'm going to the Fozzy concert. Woo! I've seen Fozzy twice. That's Chris Jericho's band, by the way. And I never thought I would go again. Not because it was bad, but because, you know, I've been there, done that type thing. But they're back in the UK, so I was like, you know what? I'll go and see them. I haven't heard all their new songs, so that'll be fun. I'm hoping that they'll play. Well, they're obviously going to play Judas. What else? I hope they play Lights Go Out. I like Lights Go Out, but that's going to be a fun time. And then on, yes, I am. Oh my God, you're going to see. I am going to go see Fozzy, but it's spelled Fozzy, so like this. So that's going to be a good time. I'm just like, Chris Jericho. There he is! You're my inspiration! You're why I started locking it down with Lucy. And you'll be like, what the fuck? Shut up! Anyway, I have given outbursts of love to Chris Jericho over the few times. He might be the person I've seen the most in terms of famous people. In fact, I think that might be true. I don't think I've seen a famous person more than I've seen Chris Jericho. Oh my God, this is 100% true! He was at the first Raw I went to. He was at the second Raw I went to. He was at the house show I went to. He was at the 2 Fozzy concerts I went to. He was at the Talking Words show I went to. And maybe there was another. I have to ask my brother. My brother knows how many times I've seen Chris Jericho. My brother does all the maths for me. Yes, and then on Sunday I'm going to AEW where he will be singing his entrance music. So I'll be like, I become. Now, there's one thing that annoys me about Chris Jericho's entrance music, okay? Now, as someone who likes to produce videos on, you know, now and again, I feel like music is very important. I think Chris Jericho should be better at putting the music. So for those who don't know, Judas, it has a very slow intro. It has this big, like, I become, like a build-up. It's a big build-up to the intro. And then, big guitars, and then it drops. You are beautiful on the inside. You are innocence personified. Great as a song. But as an entrance theme, you have now just dropped the momentum. What I think he should do, he needs to go straight to the chorus. And go, I become. And then, and actually maybe even just skip that bit. And then fireworks. What have I become? Chris Jericho, now that I betray. You've got the crowd, it's pumped up. I need to talk to Chris Jericho. Send me backstage. So, it's Fozzy. No, has the internet gone again? Am I being too insane? Maybe I'm being too much. Anyway, and then on Sunday, I am going to AEW. And the matches seem fine. I was meant to do AEW research, but I never did, so I don't know what's going on. We'll find out. Anyways, let's have a look at Clip of the Week. Clip of the Week sees myself and Tasha playing some board games. I just want to check that the stream is A-okay. Did you work out the mysterious dead spider? Also, have you checked if you can web yet? No! Let's watch Clip of the Week. We're here today with Tasha, who has amassed a collection of board games. Tell us, what brought this on?
I don't know, boredom.
I feel like I'm going to show my glasses. Right.
Once you master that bit, you're alright.
Oh yeah, then you turn this thing. It feels weird with the clock thing.
Oh, well done.
This bit's tough.
Yeah, like a long press, I think. Yeah.
Right, let's get the mason. Order. No! Oh, there you go. Oh! Sometimes I just get a little lost in it for some reason. Okay, and then the final bit. Hey! Very good. Tasha's closing into victory. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't.
You did that.
No! The winner. Damn. 1-0 to Tasha. Oh, look who's come to join in the fun. Luna, you will destroy board games. You're the destroyer. You're too boisterous.
How's your bum?
Oh. Oh no, she ran away. She ran away. Oh, Luna, come back. Luna, come over here. Let me ask you a serious question, Luna, though. How was your bum?
She's like, you must be joking.
She knows it's funny now. She just attacked me. Sorry, Luna. Oh, she's destroying everything. Oh, now she's trying to. Oh, Luna, don't go. Oh.
She was like, you guys. Every day I'm shuffling. Bum 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 bum.
Let's say shuffle. Pick them up and just.
Is that even shuffling?
Yeah, that's how you shuffle. It's not Katie.
It's not Katie! I put 2 people down.
You've put the wrong people down.
Yeah.
Steph, this is not Katie. Is your person Nick? What?
Has your person got a moustache?
They do.
Is it David?
It is David.
Woo!
Who's David? Some guy who lives next door. Well, damn. Tasha just guess who'd me.
Yep.
She got all 5. So we're going to the final game. What, 2-0? Final game, winner takes all. Mousetrap. Okay? If I win, I win.
What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying, winner takes all.
Winner takes all?
Yeah.
What's all my hard work gone to waste?
Well, do you want to gamble or not?
I'll think about it.
How long does it take Tasha to build the mousetrap?
It's gonna be a pretty fast one.
Let's go. Woo! That took you 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah,
It
that's
did.
quite good actually.
Here you go. Yay! What do I get?
You get one of my cheeses.
Nice, give me the cheese. Cheese grommet. I've got one more cheese to go. Am I going to become the ultimate winner?
I didn't even agree to anything yet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, me cheese. I win everything. I win. Put her in the trap. Put her in the trap. Trap her. Well, it was a pleasure playing. Even though it was 2-1, I won overall.
No.
Well, come on.
I'll just.
Okay, that's all we do. Goodbye. That's board game day on a Sunday
With Tasha.
with Tasha. There's a sore loser now. I have one more pickup question for Tasha. What game are you going to add next to your collection?
I think Kaplunk.
Yes, I agree. Kaplunk, 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 kaplunk. Yeah. Tell us, everyone, what's your favourite board game? Yes, you. I'm pointing at you now. But don't forget, when you point, 3 fingers are pointing back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go, everyone. That was a clip of the week. Sometimes I get enthralled watching clip of the week myself. So, hope you enjoyed. I was playing some board games. Right. What? I love that you guys make the save sounds at the same time. My sister and I are the same. No. Buckaroo. Buckaroo's a good shout. I'd forgotten about Buckaroo. What do we think about Twister? Twister's too involved. I can't be arsed with Twister. You get a bit fed up towards the end. Let's think. What other ones did I... I do like Kaplunk. That was good. Battleships is a classic. As I said, I like Cluedo, but I think it was too advanced for my family members because it takes a lot of sitting down and thinking. So those are some of our favourite video games over in the Reed household. We used to have quite a few because that's what you did back in the day when there was nothing else. There are no trophies in board games. This is a very good point. Speaking of trophies segue, let's talk about my continuing trials and tribulations of trying to platinum Resident Evil 4. So, after I finished platinuming Bioshock, I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? Maybe I should try and do a bit of like cleanup or something. And I was like, oh, I should really get back to this Resident Evil playthrough. So, I have made progress, but this game is just, I'm finding I don't enjoy replaying it as much as I enjoy replaying the other Resident Evil games. So let's go back to the trophy logbook a sec. Connect 4 is a shout. I used to play Connect 4 with my friend Agnes. Shout out to Agnes. But we used to play it in 30-minute intervals at work, in between our desks. But you had to try and move without the other person seeing you move. Okay, so I've got here written down all of my playthroughs that I must do in order to get the platinum. Now, I'm no stranger to Resident Evil games. They make you play the games many, many times. But how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I only need to do 5 playthroughs. But then but hang on, no. In total, that'll be 7 times I've played the game. So I played the game once. Oh no, that is my second playthrough. Okay, in total I would have done 6 playthroughs. Which is a lot to have to do, which is kind of why I am feeling the strain a bit. So playthrough number 1, I did standard mode and I just played it to my heart's content, the way that I wanted to play it. At the end of it, I got some fair trophies, but unfortunately I missed one merchant request, which was very irritating. So that meant that I had to do another playthrough. But this is the thing. Okay, I'm going to moan about something which I could have done easily. I could have done all this first step in one playthrough, but I'm very much a believer in, I want to play the game the way that I want to play it the first time, so I don't want to look at a guide, and therefore, I have to take the hit. I have to take the hit that there may be things that I can't do. So, next playthrough I did all the collectibles, which is all the treasures, and I did all the merchant requests, and I did no healing, but I did it on assist mode on New Game Plus. Tick! That was pretty good. I enjoyed playing the game at the same time. The third time is where I got fatigued. So this is the playthrough I recently finished. So this playthrough was the Infinite Rocket Launcher playthrough. So what I had to do in this other mode was I had to I had to have a save at the end where the merchant was. And then did I buy all of the weapons and then the Infinite Rocket Launcher? Maybe I did because I had the money to do that. But yeah, I made sure I had enough money at the end of that playthrough. So then I did the Infinite Rocket Launcher on Professional, and I tried to beat the game in under 7 hours, which is an A rank. And why did I do that? Oh, the reason I did that was because I wanted to unlock the Chicago Sweeper, which meant I could get the final weapon that I needed to complete my weapon set. And I think that also unlocked the armor for Ashley, which means that Ashley is now invulnerable to attacks, which should, in theory, make my other playthroughs way easier. Although Ashley doesn't require too much maintenance in this game. Like in the original, Ashley required constant vigilance. She was always getting annoyed. Help me, Leon, help me! Very irritating. This time there was less of that going on. So now I've started my next playthrough, which is an assisted. So this is like playing Countdown or something, or some other kind of technical game. So I'm on playthrough number 4 now, which is Handguns and the Knife Run. I always sing that whenever I have to think about what run I'm doing. So I'm doing knife and handguns only. So I'm using the primal knife, which I have upgraded fully, the handgun red 9, which I have upgraded fully, and I'm not talking to the merchant. And that is on assisted New Game Plus. It's like a delicate science, this. When I get that, I mean, it would be nice if I could get that done under 5 hours, but it could be tough. Once I've done that, oh, shit. No. Oh, shit. The next playthroughs are going to be harder because I'm still doing all of these on New Game Plus. Next up, after that playthrough, I need to do a standard playthrough on a brand new save and beat the game in under 5 hours. Now, oh yeah, I've done a bad thing. It's not that bad. It's an allowed bad. You may judge me for the rest of the time. Okay, so you can tell me. Well, I haven't done it yet. So that means I have to start the entire game. Now, by this point, this is my this is my 5th playthrough. But not content with that, because that's for a trophy, I need to do another playthrough, but on hardcore, and beat the game in 5 hours or less. Now, you're going to assume that by the time you get to these playthroughs, that I know the game back to front, you know, like the back of my hand. I need to have all the puzzles like in the memories. I need to know exactly where I'm going to go. Unfortunately, time has meant that it's like I'm still a bit rusty on some of these sections. So you kind of have to just do these back to back or following a guide, which is just not great. But I did see and hear on the grapevine a way to make these, well, especially the standard playthrough and the hardcore playthrough easier. You buy the golden ticket and then you upgrade your Chicago sweeper all the way, and then you just Chicago sweeper your way through the whole game. Now, it was only £2. All right. Ice creams are more expensive than this. Have I just paid £2 to help me get the platinum? Maybe I have, but life's too short. I'm 30 and I've got hip ache now. Feel bad, all right? And I've also got bad eyes, so don't come at me for my sins. I've had my time. Oh, thank God. Daniel Shirley says, that's what I did and I'll do it again. Oh, I feel justified. When you do the hardcore plus, use a Chicago typewriter and the unlimited ammo. Just finish one makes it so much easier. Okay, yeah. Oh, you just did it. You just talked about. Oh my God, I feel so much better. I've got it off my chest now. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm hoping that I can get that done fairly soon because yes, this is true. It is still similar to trying to platinum a Quantic Dreams game. Now I'm hoping because I need to be in the rhythm. It's just very boring, to be honest. And then here I've put, because boredom kills me more than playing Resident Evil 4 10 billion times. Now, Lucy, yes, that's my name, don't wear it out. What makes this game, replaying Resident Evil 4, which I like a lot, I very much like Resident Evil 4. It's weird because I like the Resident Evil 1 and 2, Resident Evil 3, let's not talk about that one, but I like Resident Evil 4 differently to Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil HD. But I very much enjoyed replaying Resident Evil 1 and 2. In fact, if you look at my trophies, I beat those games within like a month or something. And I was like, what is it? In fact, let's do the maths, everybody. Come me now on a journey through time and space to the world of the internet. The internet, come with me to the internet. Right, we're going to type in Resident Evil because I want to science with you. Science with me. Resident Evil, Resident Evil. I beat Resident Evil 2 in 1 month and 2 weeks. Now, I'm pretty sure, in fact, I have, guys, I'm a real trophy hunter over here. I have my trophy logbooks to hand. I'm pretty sure we can count how many playthroughs. God, I love science. Only, well, actually, which science is the best science? Chemistry, biology, or physics? Physics. This is mental science. I love mental science with video games involved. But don't ask me to do a science test because I would fail. Now, where is it? Where is my Resident Evil 4 playthrough? It's got to be after Ratchet and Clank, I'm sure, because it happened quite late into my tenure. Oh, here we go. Fantastic. Is it fantastic? Did I not write down my Resident Evil 2 playthroughs? That feels like a tragedy. Tragedy, erase my memory. Now all I see is this black rain. Is that the words? Well, I guess I don't have it. But I'm pretty sure I had to replay Resident Evil 2 6 times as well. 5 or 6 times. Because again, you had to, go through the games. There was the A sections and the B sections. What? Jose's saying, do you think it's better to space out the playthrough so you don't get bored and burn out? We're going to come back to this question because I think this is a good question. So you see here, Resident Evil 2, there was a bunch of playthroughs that needed to be done. I did that in 1 month and 2 weeks. Resident Evil HD, I did the next year. I completed that in 3 months and 6 days. Now here I do have all my playthroughs. So I played the playthrough once myself. Then I did one as Jill, one as Chris, one as Chris again, one as Jill. Let's just turn the page. So that's 4 playthroughs I've written down here. So I did a minimum of 5 playthroughs of this game. And I did 5 playthroughs in 3 weeks and 6 days. Resident Evil 3 took me 8 months and 1 day. Resident Evil 4 still ongoing. Resident Evil 5 I'm not counting because I started that back in 2021 and then just dropped it for ages and then got back to it. Now, I thought about what the difference is, everybody. Why is it taking me so long? Even though I say I do love Resident Evil 4 a lot. Why is it taking me so long to do all these playthroughs? Why do I feel unmotivated to do these playthroughs compared to the other games where I was on it like a car bonnet? And I think what it comes down to is the actual foundations of these games are totally different. What I don't like about Resident Evil 4 in playing it in this manner is it reminds me of playing Uncharted speed runs. Like, I don't feel like this is the way the game is supposed to be played. It's very linear. It's very on rails, which is great. I love linear games that are story narrative told. But when I'm playing the game, like, now I got to do this, now I got that, I feel like I'm not playing it properly. I'm not enjoying it because I'm just rushing through it, trying to get through everything as quick as possible. Whereas I quite like the, you know, okay, we're going to go in this room. Like, the Infinite Rocket Launcher playthrough was just boring. Like, yeah, it was nice and easy and simple, but it was like, and you're just walking through it really quickly. What I liked about Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2, I got addicted. That's why I did it so quickly, because I was addicted. I wanted to play the game again, and I think it's because the actual gameplay lends itself to replayability better, because we're not following a set path. Like, yes, of course, you do have to still do the same story beats, but there's all the bits in between when you get from point A to point B, where you have to work it out. How are you going to navigate the mansion? There was that excitement that I had where it was like, okay, and I would like save at the typewriter, and I'd be like, okay, so next thing is go here, here, here. So if I take this route, there was still me figuring things out. I was still an active participant playing the game, trying to like do the thing. Whereas here, I'm just doing a shopping list of activities that I've done a billion times, and nothing really changes. The beat-to-beat moments happen in exactly the same way, pretty much every time. Whereas in Resident Evil 2, for instance, yeah, that still happens, but your moment to moment, when you're walking around the police station, Mr. X is not going to act the same way he did when you played it last time. So he may creep up on you and you're like, oh God, now I've got to really like work this out. And I think that's the difference in why I am not enjoying replaying this game, because it just feels like I'm not playing the game properly. Whereas replaying Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2, that was the enjoyment I got out of it, was like trying to figure it out as quick as possible. You know, where can I skip? If you get this first, you can do that. Now, there are a few areas in Resident Evil 4 that I discovered that you can skip if you have the right thing. So when you have the Infinite Rocket Launcher, you don't need to set off the dynamite. You don't need to break the wall with a bullet. You could just like blast them and go through. It does make all the boss fights trivial, which, you know, it's fine, but someone stole your notes because they were trying to platinum themselves. No! So I want to go back to Jose's earlier comment, which is, do you think it's better to space out the playthrough so you don't get bored / burnt out? Well, here's the issue I've run across. Because I did space the playthrough out, all my next playthroughs now need to be, like, quick. But I can't remember the game because I've spaced it out too much. And so I think that's going to be a hindrance to me. Like, I can already tell that I'm walking around being like, oh, hang on, where have I got to go now? Whereas if I played them in quick succession, they're in my mind. I'm like, right, this is where I'm going, this way, and then I'm going to be more efficient at getting through it. So I'm actually going to try and, like, you know, get my head down and just knock these playthroughs out, because otherwise I'm going to be in the same situation where I'm playing on S+, I'm playing standard, trying to get the S+ ranking, and I'm like just making stupid mistakes like, oh, which way in the laboratory is it? Because some of the areas aren't as cut and dry. They are a little bit confusing to get through. So in this instance, I'd say yes, do it quickly, or space out some of the ones that you don't need to, like, it's the time-based ones, really. So maybe space out some of them, but then when you need to, like, crack on and get to it, condense it. Because this was the problem. I loaded up my save and I was in the middle of the courtyard and I was like, what am I doing? What is the purpose of this place? I'd forgotten my being. So that was, that's my thoughts so far on my journey to replay Resident Evil 4. I love the game so much, but I just don't enjoy playing it this way. Has anyone else got the Platinum on Resident Evil 4? Let me know. How did you find it? And how many playthroughs did you have to do? Because it was annoying because I messed one up, but I still had to do it anyway. I was able to, yeah. It varies by game and particular trophy you're trying to get. Don't enjoy playthroughs, just get a trophy. Prefer it when I'm having to play differently. Yeah, and I think that's the difference. It's like, I'm not playing any differently. I mean, isn't this a downside of trophy hunting, that the game becomes really repetitive? Yes and no. I think it's because all the Resident Evil games thus far had these kind of trophies, but this game just doesn't lend itself. Like, this is a fantastic game. I need a quick drink break. I like when I talk about video games. I mean, it's fun when I talk about other shit, but I do quite like talking about video games, funnily enough. Will you play Resident Evil 7? Okay, here's the plan, Fabio. Yes. But I like doing one Resident Evil game a year. So I did Resident Evil 4 this year. I'm planning to do Resident Evil 6 next. And then the next year after that, Resident Evil 7. And the next year after that, Resident Evil 8. I'm in no rush to get to 7 yet. In fact, 7 is the one I'm least looking forward to playing. I don't want to start Uncharted 4 just for the crushing S ranking, thinking it's not enjoyable. Exactly. That's just like blah. Resident Evil 5 is still on A, not S, just saying. Well, okay, Resident Evil 5 is on an A because I've got a bunch of DLC that I need to... Well, actually, I did all the DLC I could, but yeah, that's why it's not there. Patrick says, I'm on the last playthrough of Beyond Two Souls. Yeah, see, those games can be pretty boring as well because the same thing happens, then you just make a little difference. 7 is my favourite. Interesting. I don't like 7 because it's got cannibals in, and I don't like cannibals, like, as a general rule of thumb. I just think it's... I mean, there's horror and there's horror, but I feel like that horror is too close to home. Not that I think anyone's going to eat me anytime soon, but I think there's, like, a certain level of, like, that's... Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me. Play Resident Evil 7? No, I can't. I did play a little teensy bit of it once, and it made me feel a bit sick. Resident Evil 8 until 2025. I'm actually looking forward to playing Resident Evil 8 a lot. There is such a thing as a fantastic game, but with awful trophy list. I don't want to go as far to say that Resident Evil 4 has an awful trophy list, per se, because I think there's great trophies in there. I just don't think there's the necessary need for all the playthroughs that I'm doing, because it's just... Okay, here's my actual real issue with the game. It's the speedrun trophies, because... Okay, yeah. Here's another fact about it. The game is actually quite short, if you know what you're doing and you know where you're going. Like, the first playthrough took me like 20 hours or something, but... If you run through it, you can do it in 5 hours. But I feel like this game is... But all the games are like that. All the Resident Evil games can be completed really quickly. But I feel like doing that in Resident Evil 4 just feels like a disservice. Like, there's so much good stuff happening, and you're just running through it. I don't know. I don't enjoy doing that. No. 7 got the horror vibe right after 6 was too action-orientated. Felt scary again. See, I'm not great with scariness. I don't think anyone does as a general rule of thumb. That's my general rule of thumb. So there we go. Those are my Resident Evil 4 thoughts. That's quite difficult to say. This is why I got burnt out from gaming. Now I just play for fun and whatever trophies I get along the way as a bonus. I know, but I want it so bad. I want the Resident Evil Platinum collection, and I'm going to get it. But also, I quite like the satisfaction of being organised and ticking things off. That makes me happy. All right, that's all I've got. Well, I'll keep you up to date on my progress as that. I'm pretty sure that's on my bingo card. But let's move on to Gamescom. Gamescom is happening right now. And I don't know, has anyone been following up what's going on? I did a quick look earlier, and I have got written down here some of my notes from what I think is interesting that has tickled my interests from what was shown. So I'm just going to go through my list quickly, and then we can discuss, and you can let me know if there's anything I should check out or anything that I'm missing. Okay. Remember last year I said I would like to go to Gamescom? That didn't happen. Maybe next year. It does look really good. So I kind of... Things fell apart this year. I had other plans going on. Yeah, that's why I can't go, because I'm going to AEW. That's what happened. But yeah, next year I might try and go, because I think I'd really like to do that, and then go to Germany and stuff. Would be cool. Where does it happen in Germany? I don't remember. But, okay, so first off, the first thing on my list that I thought was interesting is Little Nightmares 3. This looks really cool. It's now a co-op game, so I think that'll be fun to... I'm curious to see how that will work in co-op. I would like to play that in co-op, but I also want to make sure that I'm playing it... Because part of that game that I think makes it, in my mind, interesting is the tone and the theme of the setting. The more I thought about it, the more I'm curious, like, this is the problem with co-op games. This is actually a problem I've had with many co-op games. You're playing them, this is co-op games with story. You're playing them and you're just chatting to your friend and you're not taking in the story. I feel like I like co-op games that are more action or gameplay orientated, so then I don't really feel like I care about missing out on the story. But if it's something that I want to play and really get immersed in, and I'm playing with someone else, I feel like I can't be quiet. Maybe that's just a me problem. Maybe I just can't be quiet when I'm with somebody else. But Little Nightmares 2, there's like, the story is happening around you in terms of like the music, and it's inferred, and the sort of like, do you know what I'm trying to say for those of you that played the game? Like, it's so hard to describe, and that's what I find the games fun, but also frustrating at times. But I always, by the end of it, feel really like taken by the world, and I start looking up YouTube videos which are like lore explained and all of the characters and all of the like, why is this world like this? I think it's fascinating. So I would worry that Okay, so Jose is also saying, it seems like a game that should be played solo for full immersion. Yeah, I wonder if the immersion is taken out of it. I remember when my friends were like, oh, let's play Borderlands together. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. But then they just chatted shit all over it. And I was like, but I kind of, like, because I'd started playing it solo, I wanted to hear the story. And then I didn't quite enjoy. And also, they were also, like, higher level than me. So they were kind of just running through it and dragging me through it. So there's, like, I'm going to have to weigh that up. Like, I would like to do it, but I also don't want to take away from what it is I like about. Maybe I could do it twice. Maybe I'll play it once solo and once co-op. Like actually start co-op and then do solo to get like, you know, Tommy C just said exactly the same thing. Maybe that's the way to do it. So that is something I'm super interested in. I'm wondering as well how this game will tie into the other two games because there's like a very loose storyline that's happening between them all. Like they are connected in some way. But yeah, I'm curious to see, yeah. Do you have intentions to stream Little Nightmares 3? I don't know. I've not thought about it. It's coming out... When is it coming out? Soonish? Or am I making that up? I can't remember. I didn't put the release dates down. So that's the first thing that piqued my interest. Second thing that piqued my interest was Sonic Superstars. Not much to say about this. It looks really fun. Again, it's co-op, which will be good. And I hope... You know, I'm all about that classic Sonic. Give me classic Sonic. On the flip side, there was DLC for Sonic Frontiers, and I was like, just make it stop. Nobody wants more of Sonic Frontiers. I read what was on the thing, and it was like, more challenges, more... No! Those were boring! Boring, boring, boring! At least it's the end of Sonic Frontiers, I hope. It's the final DLC Frontier. But Sonic Superstars, I am all in. And there better goddamn well be a Platinum, like there was in Sonic Mania. Oh no, not Sonic Mania, Sonic Origins. To hell. So I hope that's going to be good. That's coming out very soon. Yeah, I don't want... Yeah, more tall towers to climb. No, thank you. Yeah, if you haven't played Little Nightmares, do it. Get on it. It's like people talking you through serious sci-fi thriller versus comedy film. Exactly. Also, this week I've had a weird sort of like croaky throat going on. Maybe I am run down. Maybe that's a problem. Next up, those were the only things that I've seen so far that I thought was good. The Fallout TV series, which I'll circle back to, that piqued my interest. But now we're going to talk about some things that I looked at, which I wasn't too interested in. Assassin's Creed, by the way, is still a thing that they keep trying to make happen. Just stop trying to make Assassin's Creed happen. But I watched it because sometimes I look at my my trophies and I see Assassin's Creed 2. I see Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I see the other Assassin's Creed. I don't feel the same way, but I see those two. And I'm like, these were games I really, really liked. I loved playing these games. What happened to these games? So I watched Assassin's Creed Mirage and I was like, I just don't care. Meh. Revelations was okay. Bit weird Revelations. So I tried. I'm sure there'll be Assassin's Creed games coming out until the day I die. And I bet Origins won't be the last Assassin's Creed game I'll play. God help whichever Assassin's Creed I play next, but it ain't going to be this one. And then I also checked out the Starfield cinematic trailer. Now I have some thoughts on this. It looks amazing, but it's a cinematic trailer. So what is it really doing? What is it trying to like, what does this bring? I want to see how the game is. I actually do want to play Black Flag. Is that still on like Plus somewhere? I need to find out if that's in extra. I don't know. I could look that up. Okay, if I am going to play... I think Rich Gamer called me out on this. If I'm going to play an Assassin's Creed game, it'll be Black Flag, I think. Maybe. But I don't like the ship combat. Is it going to be too annoying? Maybe. I don't know if I can handle it. Handle the irritation. Which Assassin's Creed is my favourite? It's so hard. Like, it's either 2 or it's Brotherhood. I like 2 a lot because I really like the locations. And like going to Venice. Venice is my favourite area. I like Leonardo da Vinci. And I think I like... Well, yes, Ezio isn't too young enough. I think I like the structure of that game. But then I really like Brotherhood because now you're like into the story. You know what's going on. And you're in the whole of Rome. And you don't have to break up between the two things. I see them as like a package. Like, as in like Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed 2.5. Like, they come together in my mind. But it's definitely one of those two that are my favourite. I did not play the first one. Oh, God, the legendary ships in Black Flag will test you. No. Anyway, so Starfield, cinematic trailer. Very cool. But again, it's hard to be excited about something that I'm not going to play because I can't play it. So I'm very, very intrigued. as to how that will be received when it comes out. I think there was some kind of gameplay of the first mission, but I couldn't find any footage of it. So I will watch the space because, hey, watch the space. There we go. That was an unintentional pun. And see what the vibe is, and maybe one day hope for a miracle. If I'm going to play it anywhere, maybe when I get my PC that I'm going to stream on, I'll play it on PC like a real fucking nerd. Woo, get me! And then, because I can't see myself buying an Xbox. Because it would just be, I'd buy it for one thing and that would be it. I don't think I'd play anything else on it. That would be the end. So there was that. And then, yeah, let's talk about the Fallout TV series. That wasn't the joke. That just happened naturally. The Fallout TV series. Now, we have a lot of TV series that are creeping out of the woodwork, it seems. And so we knew about the Fallout TV series, and now they've announced it's coming next year. Now, I'm actually somewhat positive about this one, because when I sat down and thought about it, I was like, Fallout is a very cool world. There's a lot of lore that's in the background of all these games that don't actually make it into the game. It's just like the pre-setup, which I think is a good start, because that means you can tell a story, and it's going to be in LA, it's Vault 33. It means you can tell a unique story that's set in a world that's already been thought out. And everyone, all the fans already know it. You know that the bombs went off in... When did the bombs go off in Fallout? Was it 2000? No, it wasn't. Was it 2000? I thought it was 2075 or something. There was like a... Then why is everything so old and timey? Speaking about everyone knowing the lore, what is the lore of Fallout? I'm pretty sure there was like... Is it something to do with the atomic bomb, actually? I think it is that, isn't it? That's to do with Oppenheimer. I think in the Fallout world, the atomic bombs, they went off. And that's how so everyone went into the vaults and the world got destroyed. But what I want to see, I want to see all the stuff that we know. I want to see the Mr. Handys. I want to see the vertebrates. I know that's the first thing I think of, oh my God, I can't wait for a Fallout TV series so I can see Mr. Handy and Mr. Gusty. God, give me that and I'll be happy. Oh, hello, I'll tell you a joke. I'll be Mr. Gusty and I'll tell you a joke. And having all that olden-timey music. Yeah, exactly, Jose. All the lore is there for us. It's all waiting for us to explore a whole new story. Oh, Mr. Gutsy, not Mr. Gusty. My bad. So yeah, I think that'll be hopefully good. Now, who's going to play the main character? Who are they going to cast as the Vault Dweller of Vault 33? Let's cast him now. Maybe it could be who's a big person that does TV series? I don't know actors. I just can't stop thinking of... please. I don't even know. The bombs are going to drop. Tonight! Dun, dun. Okay, here's my live action version. Dun, dun, starring Lucy Reed. Dun, we have to get into the vault now! Dun, we live in this vault. We've never seen daylight, but I know how to shoot a BB gun because my father Liam Neeson taught me. Oh, good job, honey. You're so special. Read your special book. Brap, brap, brap. The vault door's opening. What's outside? We don't know. Can you imagine what horrors could be out there? What if out there are human beings that look like zombies? Their flesh is falling off their face, but they can still talk and they still have emotions, but we're going to treat them like they're second-class citizens just because they look like they have moldy skin, but then there are some of them that have lost their minds and they live in the underground. Wouldn't that be horrifying? But I'm sure that's not going to happen. Dun, dun, dun. Then we all go up. There we go. Aaron Paul to play the main character in the Fallout TV series. So, good. Human no like you. That's how they sound, right? Die. I can't remember what they say. God, I played so much Fallout 76, I must have wiped it from my memory. But they say stuff like, stupid humans. There we are. That's my super mutant impression. Maybe I could get cast as a super mutant. That would be nice. That would be a nice role. You have to do the holding out the hand to box. Yeah. Dun. They are coming out of the vault. Dun. Fallout. Set something, the TV series. Coming to Amazon Prime. So there we go. That's coming out. Will I watch it? Sometime. I don't have Amazon Prime. I live You do a great ghoul impression. Hey, smooth skin. But what about my super mutant? I gave my heart. I want to play a super mutant now. I'm being typecast as a ghoul. It's so unfair. Those are my thoughts on Gamescom. If you ever thought about Gamescom, put it in the comments now and we'll read it, because we're about to do joke of the week. We're about to wrap this home. Send it to the analog. Stamp it in the books, because Locking It Down 156. Almost in the can. I've got to do some tidying up. I've got to get shit done. So that's what's going on. So thoughts, feelings, anything I should look up that I missed? That's everything on my list of things that I thought was of noteworthy or merit-worthy that I saw at Gamescom. I'm not very good at keeping up with the news. I'm not going to lie, everybody. Like, I had to look it up. No, I am playing Moving Out 2. That's happening this week. This week, Moving Out 2 will begin. I have to wait for when the mysterious co-op partner is in town to be able to play the game. Although we could play it online co-op, to be honest. We'll probably have to continue an online co-op. I don't know. We'll figure out. But I am going to play Moving Out too. Okay, I guess we'll get to the joke. Okay. All right, well, speaking of The Last of Us, what did the clicker say when it got in the lift full of other clickers? And the lift was really full and it was really busy. There's not much room in here. That's Locking It Down with Lucy. 156 for you. Got a video game. I kind of made that one up myself. I think I did. I'm not sure if I got that anywhere. The Cyberpunk 2077 overhaul looked great. More like the game should have been 3 years ago, maybe. Yes, Simpson, that's a good one. Tell your co-workers tomorrow at the water thing. We've got a water thing at work now. It pumps out different flavoured water. It's great. Brilliant joke. Yes, I've done it. Dun, dun. From the creator of the mushroom joke comes to you. Locking It Down with Lucy's Lucy. Yes. I've done it. I've made a joke that's going to stand the test of time. I'll tell Neil Druckmann that when I see him one day. Yes. Here's a joke. I caught a cold on a carousel once. There must have been something going round. Yay. So hit that joke that I do. Yay. Joke. All right, everyone. That is Locking It Down with Lucy 156. Thank you so much for being here. No stream this weekend. Next week, I need to figure out what day I'm doing the stream, because there might be work drinks again. So we shall see. I don't know. Boozy Lucy happening on the regs, it seems. Hopefully I won't find a dead spider now. So that's it. I will keep you updated, informed for all your Locking It Down with Lucy news here. But for now, let's end the poll with which is best classic board game. 8% of you said guess who. I bet that even made the Sims laugh. No, they looked at me with disdain. I could feel the disdain coming at me through the ceiling. 8% guess who. 11% the Game of Life. 14% Cluedo. With a whopping 66%. It's Monopoly. I've been Lucy. You've been the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'm excited for my weekend plans. Got big weekend plans happening. It's going to be a good time. It's always a good time. Whoa. And now my hip doesn't work. You don't have to try. It's always a... that will throw my hip out, actually, so maybe I should stop doing that. All right. See you guys on the flip side. Have a good one. Adios. I'd either say a farewell. I need to go back to the stream. Wish me luck on my Fallout... my Resident Evil 4 playthrough. Needs to be done. Can I do it? Yes, you can. All right, thank you. Goodbye. Good luck on all your platinums. I'm going to shut up now. Stop talking. I'll be a butterfly. End the stream with butterfly dancing.